everyone, welcome to From My Lens. Today's podcast is called Transforming Yourself. I have a special guest named Masha Merchant. She is an international air yin and Vinyasa yoga teacher and an eternal student. She enjoys serving the global yoga community and moves with the flow between East and West, teaching and learning. So far, Masha's journey as a yogi has taken her to Russia, Dubai, Bali, India, and Canada. In Vancouver, BC, she has become a pioneer who introduced air yoga to local community. In Russia, Masha was the first yoga teacher to organize and offer yin yoga workshops. And in Dubai, Masha and her friend Maria created a unique fusion yoga and art and expressed it into Creator's Path project. Together, they organize yoga and art retreats and workshops around the globe. You can find out more about her workshop on her website and Instagram, linked in her bio at creatorspath.com. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today.
Let's begin. Thank you for having me here. It's my pleasure and my honor. Thank you, Garyu, for having me as your guest.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here. And just starting off, I know you mentioned the last time we met was you used to work as a TV journalist. So can you tell me a bit about that? Like how you even got into that, and what were some of the things that you felt you achieved, and some of the things that you struggled with?
I've been working on TV around 8 years. It was my dream since childhood. So I was a TV reporter and then eventually a TV host in Moscow.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big channel, big time. My life and career were pretty successful. And our program had great TV rating. So as every journalist, I dedicated all my life to job.
Yeah.
So everyone who has ever worked on TV knows that this job is not just like a simple job. It becomes all your life, and you need just to be there 100%. So as every journalist, I smoked a lot, drank tons of coffee, and my work could start early in the morning and finished even around 10 p.m.
Yes.
So my biggest struggle that time was my health. I was anxious. Sometimes I had panic attacks, couldn't sleep properly, and actually that's how I discovered yoga.
Mm-hmm. So, another question for you: how did you deal with those problems and struggles during the time when you were a journalist?
I actually just didn't pay attention to this. So what? Maybe I took some pills or to sleep better.
Oh, like a sleeping helps you sleep better. Got it.
But actually I didn't do anything about that. So I was just there at this stressful mood.
Yeah.
And I started to do yoga that time, and actually when I just started to do yoga, I was shocked because it was super, super hard for me physically.
Why is that?
So when I started to practice, all my body was shaking in every single posture. I couldn't hold any posture for 5 breaths.
Yeah.
So I was very weak that time.
Is that because of all the stress that you've been through, and also because of some of the smoking habits that you had?
Maybe, probably, for sure, yeah. Because I didn't have at that time any healthy habits.
Right. No, I totally get that. I faced a certain similar experience before back in 2017, and I think that when you make those certain habits and bad choices, it really affects how you practice, whether it's yoga or going for running. Like I remember, as for you, it was yoga. For me, it was running. And when I started to run, oh my God, I couldn't even keep up for 5 minutes. And I kept huffing and puffing. And it makes a difference. I completely get where you're coming from. Why did you leave TV journalism?
So I've never expected in my life to leave TV because, as I said, TV has been my dream since childhood.
Yeah.
But yoga, it's a very ancient art of life, and it changes us not only physically, but also energetically, mentally. It somehow creates new connections in our brain, in our blood. So on chemistry level, we become different beings.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that I started to eat differently, think differently, behave differently. And that's how yoga, just for a year and a half, has changed my life, myself drastically.
Yeah.
So TV stopped being my dream, and I lost my dream that time. So I lost myself a little bit because I understood that I just didn't want to continue working as a TV journalist anymore.
Yeah.
But like, what should I do then? And I didn't have any answer. I just took a leap of faith and I quit. And actually, I went nowhere. I came back to my small hometown.
Where is that?
It's like 200 kilometers from Moscow.
Okay. Wow.
And I returned home without any idea what to do next.
Yeah.
I just realized that, okay, my life has completely changed.
Yeah.
And in a week, I've got a job offer from my friend. She is a fashion designer. So she offered me to present her fashion company in Dubai.
Okay.
And it's how magic happened. I spent in Dubai 3 months. Saying thank you to the universe every single day, because every single day some crazy magic happened that time. And when I came back to Russia, I knew exactly what I need to do.
What was that?
I just want to become a yoga teacher.
Wow.
I decided, yeah.
So from fashion, so working in a fashion company to then moving to becoming a yoga teacher, what made you get to that? How come you didn't stick to fashion?
Again, I did yoga every day,
right.
And I understood that yoga was the reason why my life has changed,
right,
and why I have changed, and so I understood that yoga is my way, and I need to maybe help others and to inspire others.
Absolutely,
if they face the same changes in their life.
Great. So. When you started practicing yoga, then obviously after that you kept going with it. What are some of the things, at least top 3 things that yoga brought to your life? Or, yeah.
You were speaking about that time when I was a TV journalist?
No, when you wanted to become a yoga teacher, what gift did you get out of practicing yoga every day? And when you had that epiphany, you head back to your hometown and you were like, okay, I think I want to become a yoga teacher. What were some of the gifts that you felt you got from your daily practice?
For me that time, it was all, like every day was a discovery for me, especially because I came back to school, to yoga school. So every single day when I read books, I discovered something new about people, about different energies. So there were so many levels that opened up that time for me, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So
what were some of the energies that you felt and that opened up for you, that you can share with our listeners who can benefit from this?
I just understood that we are not just only bodies. We are more than that. We are soul. We are our mind, and we are 72,000 energy channels, and we are 5 layers, of our bodies. So many things are inside us. It's like, a condensed universe inside us. And I've never looked inside myself so deeply, and I've never experienced to look there and to actually found out that there is the whole universe there. So that was the main gift for me that time when I just started to learn yoga.
Wow, that's incredible. I think that's really important, to really look within yourself, especially even during this time right now. It's really important to discover who you are, and most people, I feel, tend to forget that, and a lot of them end up seeking that from the outer, seeking that from the outside, and that's what's missing. Like if you don't look within, it'll be hard for you to find that missing link.
You're absolutely right. We are always trying to find something outside when everything is inside us. It's not just only our body energy channels and whatever I said.
Yeah.
It's all your happiness and love and gratitude and everything that we are looking for. They've been there all the time.
Absolutely. Amazing. And so what happened after when you moved back home to Russia, and you became a yoga teacher? What did you do after?
I started to teach yoga.
Okay.
That's what my journey has begun, as a yoga teacher. And as a yoga teacher, I married a beautiful soul and being. And because my husband is from another country, we started to travel a lot. And so that is why I actually had an experience to not only to learn, but also to teach yoga in several countries like Russia, Emirates, and Canada. So that's how my journey is. It's still on. I never know when I'm going next, which country.
Where you're going next, I
just consider myself, as like I'm serving the global yoga community, and
totally. So what are some of the things that you feel like when you met your husband, you guys traveled for a bit, and then when you moved to Canada, how was your experience? Like, I think that's so incredible that, you've kind of been a world trooper. You've lived almost like, in Dubai, in Moscow, Russia, that's where you're from. And now you're living in Canada. So how are you feeling? Let's share your experience here.
Canada is a very beautiful country. When I came here for the first time, it was for me like coming back home. Because all the nature is similar, the same nature I see outside in Russia. So I know all the names of the trees, all the plants, the flowers. For me, it's my native environment. And because I do yoga, for me, it's super important to stay connected with nature. And that is why it's a blessing to stay here, to live here, to go to the park, to the forest, to the mountains, to have this opportunity to be near nature, and because nature is a great source of inspiration.
Absolutely. What advice would you give someone wanting to pursue a similar path to yours that you are on right now?
I would say see with the eyes of your heart, because your heart knows better.
What do you mean by see with the eyes of your hearts?
We always have this voice inside us. Sometimes we ignore that voice. Sometimes, we make a decision, and something like when I make a decision, I always try to listen to my body and to my heart. How does it react?
Yeah.
Because our body, our heart, they know better for you. And if you feel like you say, I don't know, made a decision, and you feel that all your body is against it.
Yeah. Does it have a lot to do with the 6 or chakras in your body?
Maybe, intuition,
Intuition.
And we can call it different names, like intuition, our heart, the voice.
Yeah.
But something inside you knows better for sure when you just let it guide you.
Exactly. I also feel like, often people say, oh, yeah, use your brain or something like that. But I feel like, when you get that gut feeling and that intuition, like you said, I think gut is something that happens to be one of another way to connect with yourself. And that's another signal, another way to kind of to seek answers, right? Because when you listen to your thoughts, we also
get logical. It's very logical when you listen to your thoughts. It's like everything is logical, but sometimes it's not what actually you really want.
Exactly. Sometimes I think connecting to yourself emotionally is just as important, and to be able to do that, it's really important to listen to your heart and your gut.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. So what are you currently working on right now?
I have big plans.
Okay, let's hear them.
So when I moved to Canada, I realized that here in Vancouver, aerial yoga is not so spread and not so popular.
I agree, definitely.
I'm an aerial yoga teacher too, so I teach Vinyasa, Yin, and aerial style. And for me,
sorry, for those of some of the listeners who may not know what aerial yoga is, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. Aerial yoga is a great experience that uses a prop, and this prop called a yoga swing or a yoga hammock. So sometimes you can just hang this hammock on a tree or just visit any aerial yoga studio. And with the help of this prop, you can do yoga. You can do lots of different inversions. And aerial yoga has lots of health benefits. Like, first of all, it's inversion therapy because it improves blood circulation, increases immunity. And you can easily go upside down in aerial yoga. It releases compression from your spinal vertebra and all joints of the body. Right. It increases also your mental powers, concentration, brain function. And among that, it's actually lots of fun.
Yeah, of course.
And it's a good challenge. It's also, you can, with this prop, you can challenge your core and to understand better how the muscles work in different postures. So actually, it's cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is why right now I'm doing my best to introduce aerial yoga to Vancouver yogis and maybe to inspire them to try this incredible practice.
That's amazing. You also told me you are currently working on aerial yoga guideline book, which I'm really excited for you to for that to come out one day.
Yeah, I would like, it's a part of the plan to introduce, aerial yoga. I also want to create a guidebook so you can easily read, understand what is aerial yoga, try some postures. And for aerial yoga, maybe you don't need to go to any studio. You just need to,
I was going to ask.
Yeah, just go to the park or hang it at home. It's easy.
Is it safe?
It's super easy to do.
Okay.
To hang this aerial hammock at your house.
Oh, say if you do hang it at your house, how are you supposed to kind of tie it and where? Is there any kind of?
You need to use the same hooks are for punching bag. So the same thing. You need 2 hooks, and that's it.
Oh, great. Okay, perfect. Hopefully the roof won't come down.
No.
I'm just kidding.
It depends on your ceiling, of course.
Yeah, of course.
If you have wood ceiling or concrete ceiling, you are good.
Then you're good. Yeah, definitely. No, that's incredible. And also, what are the best resources that have helped you along the way?
Books.
What are some of your favorite books?
My husband always jokes about this because I always love to read books. I'm a very book person.
Yeah.
So along this way, I read lots of books about yoga, meditation, and the Bhagavad Gita, anatomy.
Right.
So everything, all these these books were very helpful for me to understand what I teach and why yoga is such an incredible art of living.
And why is yoga such an incredible art of living? Let's hear that in your words.
Because it's remembering who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's remembering your true nature.
Yes.
And it's a connection with this true nature and with this one source of everything. It's, it's a beautiful feeling when you are connected to yourself, with yourself, and you connected with your inner self and with the outer world.
Yeah.
So it's just like the perfect harmony between two worlds, and you understand that you are this world.
Yeah. For those of you who kind of really struggle to even understand that, how do they start their journey to kind of, having that optimized living and having a positive lifestyle, especially when they want to get rid of a lot of their bad habits? What should they do? People who are struggling right now, especially with this pandemic, a lot of people are stressed out. Mental health issues have taken a major toll on some of them. And even with current affairs that's happening around the world, what should they do?
I think that if right now you struggle with your health, the best thing to start is just go outside. If you have this opportunity, for example, like here in Canada, we have opportunity to go outside and to spend some time outdoors, just to have a walk, to sit and absorb the nature and start to breathe. This is the best thing that you could ever do with yourself. Start to breathe, engage in your chest and belly, and you will see how your body is changing every single day. Maybe you will also learn more about meditation, simple exercises. It shouldn't be always yoga, like every exercise that makes you feel good.
Right.
And this exercise is you don't need to have to go to the gym to do this exercise.
Yes.
You can simply there are so many right now resources that you can read, open, watch, and do this at home, at the yard, on the beach, in the park, wherever. Just
what about those who are under lockdown still, like countries like the UK or India or elsewhere? What should they do?
In this situation, for me, the best option for me, I would say, it's meditation. It's meditation all the time.
What do you do when you meditate?
When you can go outside, you can go only inside.
Yes.
Right? And for meditation, you just need to get any comfortable posture. You can sit on the chair, you can sit on the floor, and your spine should be straight. And close your eyes, release your face, release your body, and start to absorb your breath.
Right.
And then the magic happens. It's not like meditation is kind of like a light show or any performance. You don't need to treat it like that.
Yeah.
No, it's just simple observation, awareness, mindfulness, all these things that you are becoming aware of what is going on inside.
Yes.
And what is going on, what's happening with your feelings? How are you now? What's happening in your body? Where do you hold the tension in your body? Why do you hold it there? Your body always wants to talk to you and say to you so many things. You just need to find time to listen to yourself.
Right. And it's funny because often when I meditate, I have these thoughts that would come in, good, bad, whatever they are. Yeah. But what I usually like to do is, instead of fighting against that or, reacting towards it, I feel like I let it kind of go back and forth, let it pass. it comes back again, and then it passes again. And I think that it's just a way of dealing with it. And a lot of people tend to not deal with their problems, and that's how the problems builds up, right?
There are very, very many techniques of meditation. Sometimes you can observe your breath, sometimes you can observe your thoughts, and or concentrate your mind on some crazy question or mantra. So there are so many techniques. And even if you just simply sit in silence and allow the process just be whatever it is, just be curious, be playful. I think this is the main things.
And how long do you think somebody should at least meditate for, especially somebody who is starting off?
I don't exactly know what time. I don't want to tell like exactly like what time you need to sit. You can start from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like whatever is comfortable for you. Even if you have 5 minutes, it's beautiful. Like stand it.
And I think this could be incorporated in like everyday practice.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah. It must be every day.
Right. And who are 3 people that have the most influential impact in your life, or that have impacted you influentially in your life?
The first person is my husband.
And why is that?
He always reminds me to dream bigger. He is the greatest inspiration for me and the greatest support, and really the best soul that I have ever met in my life. So he is really influential. Right. I would say. The second person is my mom. She has tons of energy. She always smiles. She never gives up. And I know her like for 30 years. Right. She's always with a smile, and she's the best example for me how to stay positive and strong in all the hardships, Right. And one more person is my friend. Her name is also Maria. Right. She's an artist and she's a life coach. And why she's influential? Because together we have made a unique project for all the women about traveling and enhancing creative powers. So she does art, I do yoga, and together we are like yoga art.
Okay, question. Now, what is that organization called? And can you tell us a bit more about that?
Of course. So we have made this project. We call it Creator's Path. And Creator's Path, it's like we organize unique trips around the world, host our yoga art workshops where people can practice yoga on canvas and paint at the same time. Also,
that's fun.
Local people our on-the-ground gurus. So wherever we travel, these people show to us the country that they know and sincerely love. And artists, musicians, dancers teach us their local arts and crafts. So, like, it's a really beautiful experience altogether. Yoga, art, different crafts, and traveling with them, with your soul sister, with women who think and like you.
Right.
And from different countries. It's incredible experience, and we believe that like only happy, joy-filled, loving women connected with their creative selves can make this life and this world a better place.
Right. Now, you did mention that before the pandemic, you and your partner had plans of hosting a retreat in Bali, I believe.
Yeah, we have done one retreat in Bali.
Amazing.
And then we did several retreats around Emirates.
Yes.
And we were planning to go to Georgia. And of course, we will come back to Bali.
Yes.
Sure. It's a magical place, what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, is there, because you did mention to me earlier that you guys will be hosting another retreat, but virtually. Elaborate on that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right now we are planning that. So we are actually looking for more creative people to get them on our board, and to create a very unique virtual experience. So you can sit at home, just switch on our our channel, and just enjoy doing yoga, doing art, exploring yourself.
Right. And how if somebody does want if somebody does want to join your virtual yoga retreat, what kind of experiences or can you tell us a bit about what to expect? Is it free? Do they have to sign up somewhere, or?
Right now, Gargi, I can't tell you any details because we are in this creative process. So every single day we change.
Right. So if they do need to get access to it one day, how do they kind of know? Is it online, or do you have a website?
Yeah, they will find all the information on our website. It's creatorspath.com. And I hope we will be ready in a couple of months. We just need time to make this visual experience.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. Great. And if you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't?
I don't know. Maybe what's my favorite flower?
What is your favorite flower, since you know all the names of the trees and plants?
It's sunflower. Sunflower always inspired me. It's a magical flower. I don't know. I can't even explain my love to the sunflower. But when I look at the sunflower, I want to be like a sunflower. I want to smile, to be energetic, to rise high towards the sun. Yeah. Sunflower is my best inspiration.
Great. And also, you did mention, I remember when I met you just about, I think, a few months ago, you turned vegetarian. And what is your experience so far right now with such transition? How are you feeling? Do you feel more, refreshed, more rejuvenated, do you feel more cleansed? How do you feel?
Everything that you have said is true.
Okay.
I feel all this. I feel that my body is super, super light. So I'm just like a snowflake, or I don't know, like a leaf.
Yeah.
So I'm really super light, and I also realized that so many postures I usually struggle. Right now I am really way better.
Oh, like some of the postures, yeah.
In yoga. It's easier for me to stay even in some powerful postures like hand balances. I don't know. It's easy to control my body.
Right. It's so basically, when you used to be a non-vegetarian or a meat eater, you felt a bit more kind of heavy and more, and you felt like you felt like there was like basically something was weighing you down, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's like you have this weight, and now you just like let it go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe I'm wrong, but it's my own.
No, I think you're absolutely right, because end of the day, we're not. You are what you eat, right? And I think like it's. End of the day, I can't speak for everybody else, but I am on and off like a non-vegetarian eater. Obviously, I do like to consume more vegetables in my meal, but I think it's really important to really, probably consider having less meat, and it really helps.
It's very easy in our. Right now we are living in this society, and we can choose whatever we want to eat. It's
exactly.
Yeah. For our generation, it's very easy to make this choice.
To make those choices, exactly.
Because, it's not like right now. Like, for example, our ancestors that have to, eat what they...
Yeah, what they were given, just because they had they didn't have, like, that sense of access and resources, whereas now we have more organic, we have more vegetables and stuff like that, and organically grown. Cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, where can our listeners connect with you online?
I'm preparing my website right now. but for now, in Instagram, I'm Maha Yogi World.
Okay.
So
I will definitely connect that on your description so they can find you there.
Always call me different ways. One of the ways is call me Maha also. That's why I'm Maha Yogi. And a little bit more. Yeah. Because I want you to show you my world. That's why Maha Yogi World.
I like that.
Instagram, Facebook, and my website is coming soon.
Perfect. And in the meantime, the website that you had mentioned earlier with your partner? Creator's Path, with the first letter is K. Okay, perfect.
Because we are creative.
Yes. Okay, amazing. And obviously I will definitely add your social media handles in your description on my podcast, so our listeners can follow you there if they need more tips, tricks, and advice from you, and hopefully be able to attend some of your classes virtually.
We finally can kind of connect with people a little more outside of virtual reality. I mean, it's not going to happen right away. It is going to be a slow transition, but I think it's really important to be extremely positive during this time and not lose hope. And in the meantime, I'd like to honestly thank you once again for coming to my show and making it and sharing your transformation and your journey to some of your success and struggles.
You're my inspiration, and also
you are my inspiration. Thank you so much.
Just see, we all inspire each other. And that's how we actually move further.
Exactly.
And change the world. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gargi. It was my pleasure.
There you have it with Masha Merchant. Until next time. Bye now.